Hey there, guys. I'm making a spring wreath today, and Dollar Tree had those brass wreath rings. This was last season, but I only used the two of them. I haven't seen them out yet this season. Maybe some Dollar Trees have them, but mine does not. But they were just the brass wreath rings. So I used two of them, and I put them together just by using a couple of zip ties. I think the zip ties hold really well, so I try to use them a lot. And now I'm just showing you the greenery that I'm going to be using, and all of this did come from Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree does have some nice florals. You just have to be a little choosy and just look at them and examine them, but they have upgraded their florals. So you don't get a lot because, it is just $1.25, but I do feel like they do have some nice florals. So just showing you how I got it started, I just used those little white flowers and I just put a little bit of glue on there, and I tried to push them a little bit in between the wires with the glue, in between the rings with the glue, and it held really nicely. So I'm just bending them a little bit. It just gives them a little bit of life to just bend them up. And then I'm just doing the same thing with this one that I did to the top one. But when I saw those blue peonies, I just thought they were so pretty. I wanted to do something with them. So that's how I got it started, guys. Again, just by using the little white flowers. And that just gave me my line. That's what I call it, I guess. I just call it the line, and then I just go from there. And then I'm going to start with some of those peonies. They were so pretty. They were like this dusty blue, and the ends of them were like this little pinkish color. They were really pretty. So again, I just want to clear up. I started with the white flowers and I created the line, and the line is what gives me the direction that my florals are going to go in. I just want to make sure that I explain that correctly to you guys. I call it the line, and again, that just tells me what direction I want my florals to go in. So I did go in and secure it even more with a couple more of those zip ties, and I'm just going to add some greenery now to it. Those zip ties, guys, they really come in handy with your wreaths. Again, especially if you are like me, and if you put a wreath on the front door, you have a glass screen door and it creates like a greenhouse effect. I have come home in the past and my wreaths have been melted. The glue had melted because, again, the greenhouse effect heated up that space in between the screen door and the front door, and it melted the glue on my wreaths. So I really like using the zip ties to reinforce. But I really wanted to make a nice, pretty, kind of whimsical wreath with those wreath rings, and I think that this turned out really pretty. So I went and I got a stick from my backyard. I know that sounds funny, but I went and I got a stick from my backyard and I glued it to the rings there. And then again, I just added some zip ties just to reinforce it. But I wanted to put something natural on this wreath. And so I thought putting the stick there in the middle, it also secured it and balanced it because the wreath rings, we secured them in the beginning, but putting something that tied them both together on both sides really made the wreath a lot more secure. So I'm just going to add those pretty flowers there to it. They're just these pretty little, they call them wildflowers on the tag there. I just think they're really pretty. And I thought that they complemented the blue and the green and the greenery. And I just like these muted colors. I thought these muted colors were just really nice. So I just wanted to let you guys know that a lot of the wreaths that you have seen me make in my videos, some of them I keep, some of them I give to my friends, and some of them I do sell. So there's lots you can do. And for me, again, just crafting is really therapeutic for me. So I do make a lot of things and I do keep a lot. I give some away and then I have sold some. So sometimes I watch a lot of other crafters on YouTube and sometimes I'm like, I wonder what they do with everything. But then I know what I do, so I guess they probably do some of the same. But I'm just securing the greenery by adding a little bit of hot glue to it. And I love how this looks, guys. I think it looks really natural and pretty. And I love what this stick added. It just added a touch of nature. And then now I'm just going to add in some of that moss. And I love the look of that moss, guys. And I love adding it to wreaths and to lots of different projects. But I will tell you, it is my nemesis because it is so messy. It is so messy. It gets everywhere. It gets all over the floor. But look there. It's really great at hiding things that you want to hide. So I really do like the look of the moss, but it also serves a purpose. It hides a lot. So just showing you, I put a little bit of glue in the middle there, and then I'm just kind of going to wrap them around, because I'm trying to secure the moss a little bit better to the wreath as well. And I'll tell you a secret with the moss there. If you use moss in your wreaths or in your projects, you can spray it with a little bit of aerosol hairspray and it helps hold it together so it's not falling like all over the place. Like if you have it on a wreath, spray it with a little bit of aerosol hairspray and that really helps hold it. Now, the one thing I do wish I had on hand for this wreath was I wish I had had some eggs and a little bird. That would have been so pretty, but unfortunately I did not have those things on hand and I didn't want to run out and buy a bunch more stuff. So I just used what I had, but I do wish I would have had a little bird and some eggs. I think that would have been really, really cute to add them to this wreath, but that's okay. I think it turns out really pretty. And I just think those blue peonies are just so I love them. I think they are just so nice. And I just love how the tips of them had like this pinkish purple color, but it was still muted. I just think that was so pretty, guys. And this was such an inexpensive wreath to make. I think it was just one, two, three. It was definitely under $10, and I just think it was so pretty. And you know, Dollar Tree has a lot of really nice florals, and I don't mean to repeat myself, but they do. And again, you have to be choosy, but if you know, just take the time to look at them. And I always check the petals. If the petals are fraying a lot, I don't buy that bundle. But if the petals look nice and they're not fraying, or if they're only fraying just a little bit, then I go ahead and I get them. And I have made some really nice wreaths using Dollar Tree florals. So I did add a little bit more branches and sticks from my backyard. I love incorporating natural objects with some of the silk florals. I just feel like it upgrades it. So I do scour my backyard a lot when I'm doing wreaths to see what I have back there that I can add to it. I just think it makes it look a little bit more natural and gives it a little bit of an upscale look. So just showing you the ribbons that I'm going to be using here. So I didn't make a great big bow to go with this, guys. I just added some ribbon to it. It gives the look of a bow, but to put a big bow on this wreath, it would have been a little overwhelming to it. So I just added a little bit of ribbon, just like you see there. And then I'm just gonna dovetail my ends. And then I'm just going to add a little smaller bow. But I really do like how this turned out. This is one of my favorite florals, favorite floral wreaths that I've ever made. I love the colors, and I just love how it looked, and it was just so pretty. Now I'm just trying to see where I can fit it. But adding the bow to the middle there and then adding some more ribbon down at the bottom, it gives the impression that the ribbon is kind of going throughout the wreath, and I love that look. I think that look is so pretty. So I do like to include a little bit of a bow tutorial with my videos, guys, just to show you there's all different kinds of ways that you can make a bow for your wreath. And so I do a lot of bow tutorials in my wreath videos, just letting you know that, and just showing you how you can add ribbon together, because we're using 2 different ribbons here. So then I just put that one up there. I have my little dog Puka in the room with me while I'm narrating this, so if you hear her yawning in the background, that's just little Puka. She is lonely today because Miss Gracie is at the vet. She is getting a tooth removed. She damaged one of her little teeth somehow and it cracked. So we had to get one of her little teeth removed. So Puka is very lost without her buddy. So she's been kind of wandering around today and just kind of looking around. She doesn't know where Gracie is. So I go pick up Gracie here in a little bit. And I think Puka's going to be very happy when Gracie comes home. So just adding some more little flowers on this wreath, guys. I just love this. I hope that you guys like this wreath. And I made sure to make this video just about 15 minutes. I do lots of short videos. I have a few longer videos, but I really just try to make something for everyone. I know a lot of people may not have a lot of time, but that is how our wreath turned out, guys. And I think it turned out so pretty. So I really do appreciate you guys taking the time out of your day to spend with me and to watch this video. I hope you really like how this turned out. I hope I gave you a nice idea for maybe the next time when you do a floral wreath. Add some of the ribbon, let it go throughout the wreath just like you see there. It turns out so pretty. And I hope you guys liked this video, and if you did, I would really appreciate it if you would like and subscribe. I am trying to grow my channel, but I am thankful for everyone that I have here so far. And I really do appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for all the nice comments. They are very much appreciative, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a good day. Take care.